She said, "If you don't like my friend's rude jokes, you can just pay and leave." I said, "Thanks for the option." Then I stood up, took my car keys, dropped 100 on the table, and walked out of the restaurant. She thought I was bluffing. Her friends laughed, louder than usual, until they didn't. Until they realized I'd only paid for my meal. 3 years. That's how long I'd known her. 2 of them I spent loving her like a fool. The third I spent learning the truth. We met at a gallery opening. She was brilliant. Sharp eyes, sharper tongue. Confidence dripped from her like perfume. She challenged me, made me feel alive again after a dull, gray decade. We were never the perfect match on paper. She thrived in chaos. I built order. She cracked jokes that cut deep. I believed in quiet respect. Still, I adapted. We learn to tolerate things when we want something bad enough. And I wanted her. I tolerated her friends, too, the type who drank like frat boys and laughed like hyenas. Every dinner turned into a roast, me as the main course. Sarcasm dressed up as just jokes. Jabs about my job, my clothes, my boring calm. She never stopped them. Sometimes she joined in. I'd smile, nod, change the subject. But that night, when she said what she said, it clicked. She wasn't protecting me because she didn't respect me. And I don't stay where I'm not respected. So I walked. Leaving wasn't revenge. It was preservation. Revenge came later. It started 2 weeks after I moved out of her apartment. I logged into a shared folder we used for vacation planning. A PDF caught my eye. Invoice pending Steve.pdf. I wasn't Steve. It was a hotel bill. 2 adults, 2 nights, 2 rooms, same booking. Same weekend I was at a work conference. The name on the digital check-in, Steve Moreno. Her friend from college. The one who always hugged her just a second too long. The one she insisted I was jealous of. No confrontation, no angry texts. Just silence. I copied the file, logged out, smiled. I spent the next 3 months assembling a picture. I became methodical, distant, cold. She texted once in a while, "You ghosting me?" I never replied. Instead, I focused. Her Instagram showed more than she knew. Reflections in sunglasses. Backgrounds I reverse searched. A bracelet I bought her, worn in a photo with a man's hand on her hip. Steve. Every piece of evidence I saved. Then I hired someone, not a PI, smarter, a digital analyst. He traced deleted messages, cross-referenced hotel receipts, text metadata, even geotags. By the end, I had a 78-page file titled Mutual Disrespect. But that wasn't the revenge. The revenge needed an audience and perfect timing. She was planning her birthday party, a rooftop event, invitation only, catered, music, lights. I knew she'd invite me to look like she was over it. I waited for the text. "I guess you can come if you don't mind my terrible friends." Perfect. I RSVP'd yes, but I didn't come alone. I brought Steve's fiancée. She didn't know me, not really, but when I showed her the file, she cried. Then she asked, "When?" I said, "August 14th, 7 p.m., wear red. You'll know when." The rooftop was buzzing. Laughter, drinks, cameras. My ex, glowing in a backless dress, playing hostess. I arrived late, on purpose. Steve was there, of course, pretending not to know her too well. At 7:45, a projector lit up the far wall. People turned. "A birthday tribute," the title slide read. She smiled wide, confused but flattered. Then, the images started. Screenshots, dates, receipts, hotel check-ins, messages, photos. Her in Steve's hoodie. Her sending heart emojis. Him replying, "She suspects nothing." Gasps echoed. Then the final image. Steve's fiancé, standing beside me in red, holding the remote. "Happy birthday," she said into the mic. "Turns out the joke's on you." Chaos. Steve tried to speak. My ex reached for his hand. He stepped back like she was fire. Friends whispered, recording, backing away. I walked out. Again. No goodbyes. But this time, I wasn't alone. They tried to reach out. First him, then her. Calls, texts, voice notes, apologies wrapped in excuses. I blocked them all. I didn't need closure. I already had it. She said I could pay and leave. So I paid. And I left. But I also burned the damn restaurant down behind me. Some say revenge is petty. Maybe. But silence, planning, patience, that's not petty. That's power. And me? I'm not angry anymore. I'm just finally respected. By myself.